Hey guys, how's it going today? Hope you guys are having an awesome day today. Today we are going to work on going to the cryonite planet, and we are going to work on mining some cryonite. As you'll notice here, we have all of our rocket fuel, and we have all of the cargo rocket sections that we need, and we don't have that much space left, so if we end up running out of space, we'll just pack these, but we don't need to pack them at the moment. So, in order to do this, we're going to have to build an entire brand new base on that planet, which means we're going to need power, we're going to need tons of belts, we're going to need everything that you need to build a base. So to start off, we're just going to grab 1,000 transport belts. We might even need more than this, but I think that'll be okay for now. We're going to grab another set of splitters. We are going to grab... What else are we going to grab? We have undergrounds over here. So we're going to grab undergrounds. And then I think that... Do we need tanks for anything? I don't think so. We are going to grab some iron, though, because we definitely, just in case something goes wrong, we are going to want to be able to handcraft some stuff. And we'll grab some copper as well. Okay, and we're gonna go throw this stuff into the rocket silo. So let's see, we got belt, we got undergrounds, we got splitters, iron, copper. Okay, we're gonna throw our assembly machines in there as well. 50 should be plenty, I think. So now I'm trying to think, what else are we going to need? So we're going to come over here, and we're going to grab these. We're going to do the same kind of power setup that we have been doing, which hopefully would be enough. We're going to grab some extra electric motors just in case. There we go. And then I've been working on creating these Mark IIs. So I think probably need even more than that. And we're going to bring a bunch of Mark Is as well for mining coal. So the Mark IIs are going to be for mining the cryonite, and the Mark Is are going to be for mining coal for power. So we'll throw all those in. And then we'll throw our steam turbines in. We're going to need a cargo landing pad there, which also reminds me that we are going to need a rocket silo. So I'm going to go craft that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've just finished crafting this cargo rocket silo, as you can see. Just took a few minutes to get all the pieces together because they're quite expensive. We also are going to want to grab some concrete. I don't know what we're going to need it for, but there are just certain things that you want to bring just in case, and that is definitely one of them in my opinion. Besides that, I was going to come over here and grab these stone furnaces because we need to craft, and I think we might need some more iron for that. Yeah, we need to craft a bunch of boilers. And so we're going to also grab some pipes wherever I put them. Right down here. We're going to grab some pipes. We're going to grab some underground pipes. What else are we going to grab? Anything from over here that we need. We're not going to be doing any bots, so no need to worry about that. We're going to grab some extra stack inserters, some stack filter inserters. We're not going to be doing nuclear power here. We are not going to be doing any defending of the base in terms of fighters, I think. So let's just take a look at our planet again, make sure that there's nothing that we are missing. Okay, so very long day-night cycle, doesn't matter. We're not doing robots, so no worries. No threat. Yeah, looks good. So let's also go to the surface real fast and just make sure that we know what's up when we get there. So we have coal right here, not a very huge patch, and we have water here. So we're going to be able to do some sort of array right here, and we have a bunch of coal over here, but you'll also notice that we have cliffs, which is not something I had considered. So let's see what it takes to make cliff explosives. Cliff explosives. Jeez. Two things that we are not making currently, which are explosives and grenades. Grenade. Coal and iron plate. Messy. And let's see what else. Explosives. Over here. Coal, sulfur, water. Well, we can do explosives pretty easily, I think. Or we can just say to heck with it and just do our best with the cliffs there, which I think is probably what we're going to do. And then in the future we'll plan better. So let's fly over here and drop off our stuff again. So we had picked up some concrete. We also were going to have this signal receiver and transmitter. I'm not exactly sure. I think that probably would have a signal receiver there, which means that we'll put the signal transmitter over here. Probably telling us what resources we have here so that it'll launch a rocket from that planet, I guess. Because we pretty much care what's on Novice, because we're going to be doing most of everything on Novice. Okay, signal receiver we'll put in here. What else do we need? Anything here? We've got all of our boilers, which is good. We can carry all our pipes on us. We don't need these logistic spots. We also do not need these fish. Let's get rid of those. Okay, so that is a decent start. Now, what things are we missing? Some warehouses. So this is steel beam, concrete, and more steel. So we're gonna go steel, steel, all those steel beams, and then we're gonna grab concrete and some more steel. And let's see, one warehouse, maybe make two warehouses, I don't know. You never know exactly what you're gonna need them for, so I think that two seems reasonable. Anything else that we're missing? We're gonna need an offshore pump or two, probably two, in order to power, or help make steam for power. We're definitely gonna need some fuel refineries, and we're also gonna need some of these fuel processors. So let's make 6 of these. Alright, and let's make 3 of these just because it's going to take a bit to do all of that. Okay, and then we can grab some prod mods, I think, just in case. I'm not exactly sure if we will use them or not at the moment, but you never know. Oh, excuse me. And then what else do we need? So if we look at our own setup, right, we have pumps, undergrounds, we have all of our boilers, we have pipe, we have steam turbines, we might even need some more pipe. We have a bunch of belts, we have a bunch of fuel processors. So I think that we're good. Now the only other question is, let's go look at the surface one more time. Are we going to use trains at all? I mean, first of all, we're only going to do this main patch right now. And are we going to transport anything else back? Probably not at the moment. In the future, we probably will do this holminite, but we don't need this quite yet. I don't think. Maybe we should just do it while we're there. We can do holminite stuff, right? Holmium. Pyroflux smelting holmium. Yeah, we can do holmium processing too. So maybe we should also grab holmium while we're there and save ourselves a trip over. In which case, let's just take a look at holmium. Okay, just has a really long mining time. And that one's not too far that we can't belt it. This one's a little bit further, but also could be belted. But I think we would just tap this one at the moment and then add this one later. So the only difference is that we're going to need probably some more additional miners. So what we can do in the meantime, while we're grabbing the rest of our materials, is throw some in there, and then we just need some raw rare metals, which we will grab. Okay, so start work on some more electric mining drills, and then what else? Is there anything else that we need? We've got some combinators, we've got some materials to build them if we need them. Let's see, what else? To build the cargo rocket, we want to make sure that we can get back, right? So let's make sure that we have all the materials. So we're bringing fuel refineries to make liquid rocket fuel, that's fine. We are obviously bringing a landing pad. We are also bringing, where is it? We should have a cargo, oh there it is, it's in my inventory. We're bringing a cargo rocket. We're also gonna bring these wind turbines to help power the offshore pumps, which we'll bring here. Throw those electric mining drills in, fuel processors, fuel refineries. Oh, power poles, that's something that we are probably gonna need more of. All right, so let's just grab this whole box of power poles so that we don't run out. Okay, power poles. We've got some substations too, which is cool. Again, I don't think that we're gonna do anything with rails. We'll get rid of those. Right, and we're probably gonna need, well, I don't know if we're gonna need more inserters actually. We have a bunch of stack inserters and filter stack inserters. So I think, and we have plenty, I think we'll be fine on inserters. Which means I think that is everything. Let's just go over the buildings here. We got power, we've got mining equipment. We are not going to be doing core mining at the moment. We will be doing that in the future, but not yet. We aren't going to do any processing there. We're just going to be sending the raw materials back, so no need to worry about any of those machines. No need to worry about any oil machines, I don't think. No centrifuges. Okay. I think that we're good on buildings. We don't need defenses because there's no biters. Which means that we're just waiting on these mining drills. So as soon as we have a few more of these, I will be right back. Okay, so we have another stack of these electric mining drill Mark IIs. I think that'll be plenty for now. So we're just gonna put these in here. And I think, so we got mining drills, a bunch of them. We've got assembling machines. We've got 20 steam turbines, which will be able to make at least like 80-ish megawatts. So I think that will be okay. Maybe we should grab a few more boilers just to be safe. So boilers. Sure, that seems fine. So we've got boilers. And let's see. Boilers, we got a cargo rocket silo, we've got a landing pad, we've got turbines, offshore pumps. Where are our pipes? Okay, we need more pipes. So we'll throw a bunch of pipes in. We have electric poles, refineries, processors. Okay, I think that is everything except just now waiting on the pipes. And then we will be ready to go to a new planet. We are expanding away from just Novice, this beautiful planet. Okay, I think we're ready to go. So yeah, again, let's just make sure we're going to the right place. Guillaume, yep, it's the right place. All right, here we go. An adventure to a new place. Oh, we're gonna set this up really quickly because we want to make sure that we're getting signals there. So we're just going to put down an iron, or a buffer chest, I guess, here. And we're going to just connect this up. And we're going to set novice to Guillaume. Okay. And then we're just going to throw space transport belt in there. Okay, so we're sending some space transport belt signals on that channel just so we can make sure we're receiving correctly. And yeah, now here we go. This is a momentous occasion. All right, take off in 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Here we are. New planet. Alright, and immediately our bots are going to start picking stuff up for us, which is not a worry. So we're going to put down some iron chests just to throw stuff in for now. We have our space capsule as well. And of course, the main thing that we're going to have is rocket fuel. So we're going to get rid of rocket fuel. We're going to try and pick stuff up on our own too, which will help. Let's see. There's a buffer chest. These buffer chests are going to be bigger. So we're going to do this. We're just going to try and throw everything into chests right now. And then we will work on sorting it all later. There we go. I probably got rid of all my chests, didn't I? There's the chests. And this definitely is where one of those sort all inventories mods would help for sure. I just need a warehouse. Where are my warehouses? I don't suppose that the sort all inventories mod helps to sort what's inside, what ends up inside each of these cargo rocket pods, huh? Let's see. I'm just looking really quickly for those. Here is that's a strong box, not a warehouse. Where are the rest of these things? There's a landing pad, which we need. Here we go. There's our warehouses. Okay, so we can throw down a warehouse, and let's actually pick this like in a good spot, because this is actually going to be what's going to help us get back. So if we look over here, we've got our cryonite, and I'm thinking for power. Power's probably going to go this way because we need a decent amount of space and our coal is right here. So power can go here. I'm thinking then that cryonite can get mined and sent right over here. And then holmium, or maybe we can send actually cryonite right up here because then we can send holmium right down here. So our launch pad would be like over here this way. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to fly over here and we're going to start setting things up. So let's put this in a good spot. So this is going to be for our rocket silo. So we're going to put all of the cargo rocket sections in there. And let's just grab our bots really quickly because they're being annoying. Okay, guys, come on. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to turn them off for the moment just so we can do some things. Okay, so we got this. Our landing pad is also going to come in right over here. So we're gonna do our landing pad like right. We'll do it like right over here, I guess. Okay, and we can just call this Keon landing pad for the moment. There's definitely not gonna be 2 landing pads here. And then let's drop off the rest of these cargo rocket sections, and then fuel refineries. We're gonna set them up right over here. Well, actually, we'll set them up near the landing pad because that's where we're going to end up dropping off all of the rocket fuel. So we'll set these up here. And we'll just put rocket fuel in here and pretend like it's a brand new launch so that we can work on, you know, making sure that all of the stuff is ready inside the landing pad, and then, you know, exporting it and all of that would happen automatically in the future. So we want to make sure all of that will work. So we're going to do that. We're going to end up having to grab a ton of rocket fuel. But we're just going to throw it all in this landing pad. And it's a little bit tedious for sure, but it's just what needs to be done at the moment. This is what happens when you go to a new planet. Alright. Okay, so that's all the rocket fuel. Or at least a lot of it. And then we still have a ton of stuff in these which is fine. Let's see. There we go. Okay, we got more rocket sections and rocket fuel. So we'll put the rocket fuel and sections in here. Okay, and what else we got? We got, that one's almost empty. This one is almost empty as well. There we go. What else we got in here? Okay. All right, we've done pretty well actually, even without all the sorted inventories, because you know this one's pretty straightforward. Okay, more of these, and we've almost got all of the stuff that we need. And I don't have any rocket fuel in my inventory, so that's fine. All right, grab those. Grab that. Okay, so let's come over here. I don't know what I just put in. Okay, let's grab the stone. All right, so we've got in here 100 rocket sections, and we also have 2.3 thousand rocket fuel. So if we're gonna get this ready, so we're gonna have, let's see, we're gonna do this correctly, I think. And what we're gonna do, actually, let's move this a little bit further. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have one warehouse for holmium and one for cryonite. And then we are just gonna have stack inserters going in. And maybe we'll move this over here so that we can do all 5. We will have some conditions on these, but we'll do that in the future. Don't need to worry about it just at this exact second. We'll get to it before the end of the episode. And then still I'm missing some of my pipes. That's fine. Okay. Oh, and then we want to put down our signal receiver over here. That's going to be in the way over here because that's where our belts are going to be coming in. So we'll put our signal receiver, I don't know, right out here. There we go. And then this might end up being in a bad spot, but it's not a big deal at the moment. Oh, and I got rid of all of my rocket fuel, so I want to grab just like one little stack of rocket fuel so I can fly around. Okay. And then this is everything else that we have. We don't need all of it. We're gonna need the space capsule, need this, need construction bots, I guess, belts, and then the rest of that stuff we'll just grab later before we leave, I think. So let's do this. Pick all that up. Okay, and then there's just a few more things that we can pick up here, like all these things that give us scrap. So we'll do that very quickly. And we'll just trash it all. Okay, unfortunately we cannot destroy cliffs at the moment. Okay, I think that is actually the entire wreck picked up. We don't need all this stone. Yeah, that's the entire wreck picked up, and we cannot quite fit everything into our inventory. That's fine. We will be able to by the end of this. Ah, dang it. Okay. What else we're gonna get rid of? Steel pipe. There we go. Okay. More scrap. Okay, is there like anything else over here? I guess these. Okay. And then really quickly what we'll do is we'll just throw all of our belts in here so we can grab scrap, get rid of that, grab stone, get rid of that, and then grab the rest of our stuff, get rid of it, and then we'll keep the belts. Okay, very cool. So now what we're gonna do is first thing we need to do is set up power so we can get to work on just setting this up here. So for power, we have all of our turbines, we have all of our pipes and everything. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to novice, view the surface, and we're gonna come all the way over here. And we are going to grab this main section here, I think. Let's see, that's 15 turbines. Oh wait, let's grab this one actually, it's a little bit more clean. Okay. There we go. And we'll come back over here. And so we're gonna paste this down, and it's gonna be all the way over here by this water. And thankfully there are no cliffs right in this general vicinity, which is of course why I chose it. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna start building. Oh my gosh, and I did not bring burner inserters. You've gotta be joking. Okay, well that puts a major damper on things, but it's okay. So I think that what I can do is grab this upgrade planner. We're gonna go from burner inserters to just regular inserters. And I think that we can do this and just replace them. It's not ideal, but it is what it is, which means that I'm gonna have to manually jumpstart this thing. And I think we have a few missing here. I can't believe that burner inserters are what I forgot. Like, of all the things to forget, burner inserters are not the ones I expected to forget. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not the end of the world, right? Like, now we just need to power this, all these inserters, which, whatever. Okay, and then we have our offshore pumps. So we can put those down there. And then our pipes. And then we're gonna have this, and we also are going to have, let's see if we can do this like the smart way. So what we're gonna do is, this is gonna like come over here, and let's quickly craft this. So that way these are on their own little network, and then we can place these down, and they should start pumping water, and they should never stop pumping water, so we should be good on that. And then what we're going to do to start the power, well, let's not do that just yet, because we want to make sure that we make good use of the power that we start. So let's look. We got coal right over here, and 431,000 really is not that much, unfortunately. But it's gonna have to do for now. Alright, so let's come back over here to our little tiny coal patch, and we're gonna tap this whole thing. We're not gonna leave any bit of it untapped. So there we go. Okay. And then we'll bring our belts down. What the heck is what was that? Okay, we're gonna bring our belts down over here, and then we have, of course, our fuel processors somewhere right here. So we're gonna put, and I hope that the 1.3 thousand belt that I brought is enough. So this is gonna be coal in, and then we'll output our processed fuel. So we do this because it gets us a 10% bonus on our on the coal. So it actually gives us a little bit extra oomph. All right, so we'll do this. There we go. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so this is actually exactly what we want to power right here. And let's grab our long power poles. There we go. Okay, so everything is ready to be powered. And I do have some solid rocket fuel, which hopefully will do the trick. Did I put 2 in here? I did. Hopefully that will get us just enough power to mine some coal, process it, and then have fuel ready. And we'll see if that is enough here. Let's grab this extra pipe. And we're gonna put down the rest of these. I don't know if they're needed, but we'll put them down just in case they can be useful. I don't know. I didn't do exact math on all this stuff. Okay, but I think that should be good enough to get us going. Yeah, that's definitely good enough to get us going. So we've got power coming in. We can make 71 megawatts, which is awesome. And again, there was nothing here that we needed, which is okay. All right, so then over here, let's grab a big electric pole, and we're gonna swing it on over. Okay, so this stuff is powered now. Okay, so now we need to deal with outputting from our landing pad. So the first thing that we're gonna deal with is rocket fuel. So we're gonna go into, let's see. I think we can just go into iron chests because it's gonna have to process pretty quickly. There we go. And then these are gonna be filtered to rocket fuel. Okay. And then we can use, let's build the belt real fast. So this can use stack inserters to do this. And then come right down here. And so we'll do stack inserter, and more stack inserters. There we go. Okay, and then these are gonna do liquid rocket fuel. And I wanted to add, oh, actually, what I wanted to do, I remember what I needed from this box over here. I wanted to add some modules to these so that we can get just a little bit of extra fuel out of our, so we're gonna do 2 prod mods and then 1 speed module. So that way we'll get a little bit of extra fuel out of this. And then let's see here. There we go. Okay, so we're not going to Keon orbit, we're going back to search for novice scrap landing for now. But okay, we actually needed less rocket fuel to go back to novice than we did coming here, which is good news. So we're gonna have a bunch of extra rocket fuel. Let's throw our capsule in here. Oh, actually I didn't want to do that. Oh well. I wanted to make sure that it would work coming from the landing pad. But that's fine. So, and yeah, I think that we're gonna actually cut this and put it over here. So this will be cryonite and this will be holminite. Okay, there we go. So, coming out over here, we are gonna have we just need regular filter inserters, and then we just need a quick little belt over here. There we go. And then just need some fast inserters. It's going to be a little bit tricky. This one is just going to be a capsule. That's easy. And then this one is going to be sections. And we are going to be bringing sections as well. So what's going to happen here is, let's see, we have our assembling machine. So it's going to do packing. And we are going to put inserter here, connect it up to the silo, and we're going to say when cargo rocket sections are, we're actually not going to do it here. How are we going to do this? I can't pick them up, dang it. Alright, let's drop off our belts so we can pick up all these rocket sections that are now littering the floor. Okay, how exactly are we going to do this? So, I guess it's going to be like directly next to the, it's going to be like this, okay? And let's grab our belts again. Needs to move over 1 square, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 inserters. One, it's gonna be like this. We're just making sure that we take up as little room as possible on the way back. So this is gonna come here and here. This is gonna be enabled when rocket sections are less than 100. And this one's gonna be greater than 100. Okay. But I don't think that we'll have that issue right now because we have exactly 100 sections, but this is for the future. Okay, very cool. Which means that our last task, oh, we do want to just test this out real fast. Okay, and this is going to be novice to Keon. Okay. And we're getting the signal back correctly. So we actually do want to have 1 decider combinator here. I think, or maybe, no, 2. 2 decider, oh, we need 1 more actually. 3 decider combinators. And again, we're gonna do a similar condition to what we did launching our other rocket. So we're gonna have input from our signal receiver that's gonna tell us how much cryonite, and this might actually get a little bit more complicated now. We'll deal with that in the future, okay? We will deal with that before we leave the planet. But, so now the only other thing to do is to actually mine the resources that we actually came here for. And I said I was gonna do all of the coal, didn't I? Because I don't want to run out over here. It should be really bad. So we're gonna put this down. Okay, then we're just gonna do this. It's not perfect, it doesn't need to be perfect, but as long as we just don't run out of coal going down that belt, we should be fine. And then over here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna paste this down again, except that we want to do an upgrade just on, actually we can do it over here. Upgrade, and we're gonna upgrade our electric mining drills to Mark IIs. Let's see if we can do that. And then I grabbed the wrong one. Okay. So part of the reason, the reason that we are doing the Mark IIs in part is because it's very slow to mine cryonite, and it's even slower to mine holminite. It was like 300% mining speed on that. Okay. So let's copy this whole long array and paste it down there. And that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's like 5 belts basically that we're gonna combine. I don't think they'll be full belts by any means. And we still have like 1,000 belt, which hopefully is enough. Alright, that'll finish that off. How many miners is this? I'm just curious. 123, okay. So let's come down over here. And we're gonna grab this. Okay. Oh yeah, we're doing perfectly fine on power. Okay. And then looks like we missed some power poles over here, which is fine. Okay. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 belts. So we're gonna grab belt balance. We're gonna go 5 to 4 because I don't think that this is like a full 5. And then this will go up over the cliff here. There we go. And then the last thing we need to do is just connect all of these. So this can come right in here. Okay, and then this one can come, oops, this direction. This comes here, this comes here. Okay, I think that's everything. Alright, we just need to put down these belts here. And that is cryonite being mined. Would also help to make the belt go the correct direction. Okay, so then we just need to bring these 4 belts up over here. And there's not a great way to do that, is there? That's okay. Alright, so we'll do this. This. Okay, and then we'll just copy this, drag it, and I will admit the only thing I wish I had was loaders, which I might be able to craft 4 loaders. Let's see. I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, holy cow. Oh boy. All right, that's a lot of hand crafting. All right, we'll see what we can do about that. Okay. Okay, so that's cryonite. And I guess... okay, we'll wait on those. And in the meantime, let's see, we're doing okay on time. It's gonna be a long episode, but it's kind of fun. It's a brand new planet. What's not to like about it? All right, let's see. What do we got? Is this too big? Yeah, it's a little big. This one is a lot better for this little holminite patch. There we go. All right, so that's a lot of holminite. And we don't need these blue belts. And it looks like I ran out of miners, maybe? So we'll just use regular miners, I guess, to finish this off. It's not perfect, but... So I guess the only other thing that I kind of forgot besides burner inserters was just more miners, but that's such as life. Okay, don't need that. Don't need that. Just put that there just in case. Oops, I want to go that direction. Okay, there we go. And then we will grab another power pole, bring it down to our little area over here. Okay, and it looks like we have way too much rocket fuel. We still have 600 in here, and we've already filled enough for our rocket to be ready. We finished our 4 loaders, so let's go put those down. Okay. Very cool. Looks very nice. So the condition that we were gonna set on these, all these, is we just want to make sure that we don't overload cryonite and miss out on all the holminite. So let's see. Oh man, it only stacks in 20s. That is like, That is very disappointing, but okay. So let's see, this is 500 storage size. So we want like 250 storage size worth, which is 250. It's gonna be 50,000 cryonite in 250, I think, if I'm doing my math correctly. So we'll say cryonite is less than, we'll say 45,500. There we go. Okay. So now we're loading our cryonite again. These aren't full belts either, which is fine. Okay. And then the last thing, of course, will be holminite, which we are running quite low on belts here. So I'm not sure how successful this particular venture will be for holminite. And I'm sure that this, well, there's no way that this can produce 3 full belts, which means that we can do this. We can actually grab all the holminite, which also stacks in 20s, geez. And we're gonna do another one of these belt balancers. We're gonna go 3, going in the wrong direction. We're gonna go 3 to 2. 3 to 2. There we go. That way we only have to drag 2 belts down. Although I still think I'm gonna run out of belt. So we're just gonna drag 1 belt down for now. Just so that we can at least get some holminite. Oh, and I suppose I could just use undergrounds too, because I have a bunch of those that I haven't used. And then what side is that other belt on? This side. Okay. I'm out of rocket fuel, that's fine. Let me just grab a stack. There we go. Okay, just enough belt. Very cool. So that means that we're gonna do like the exact same condition on these, except it's gonna be holminite instead. I can't. There we go. So we're gonna copy, paste, and then we're just gonna change this to holminite. There we go. And I'm not crafting 2 more loaders right now, so we'll just do stack inserters. Okay, I'm crafting 2 more loaders. Alright, that's definitely something I'm going to bring next time, because those are way faster. And as you can see here, we are quickly filling up this warehouse with cryonite. And so I think that that is just about it for this episode. That's just about all we needed to do here. We have power set up, and you know, we're looking good on that. There's no way that we're gonna run out. Let's just go grab this chest before we leave. All right, chest grabbed. We've got power, which our power does not look like it's going to run out anytime soon. We can produce up to 75 megawatts. We're doing nowhere near that. Even if they were working, all the miners were working full speed. The last thing that we want to do, because we are going to want to automate this, is, let's see if we can just connect. Well, we probably want to do all this stuff right now, because you can change conditions later. You cannot put stuff down. So, like from space, I mean. So what we're gonna do is, and then we're gonna have like 1. Let's see. I think we're gonna need 2 over here. So here's how this is gonna work. We want to make sure that we have enough cryonite. We want to make sure that we have enough holminite. And we want to make sure that our rocket is ready to go. So coming in from novice, we're going to have a signal that says, let's say, first we're going to do cryonite. Cryonite count is below 3,000, let's say. Yeah, 3,000. Okay, we're gonna output one green signal. Okay, then we're gonna do the same for holminite, except, yeah, we're gonna do the same for holminite. And then we're gonna say from our rocket silo to both of these is cryonite greater than, let's say, 30,000. Okay, we're gonna output one green signal. Now we're gonna do the same for holminite. And let's go put these loaders in so that we can get going. There we go. Why are these not loading? Is this thing full? It's freaking full. Okay, I did the math wrong. Okay, hold on, we're doing math. Okay. Calculator, we're doing 20 times 250 slots is 5,000. Holy crap. Okay. I did that way wrong. I was a factor of 10 off. Okay, so this is not 45,000. This is gonna be 4,550. Holy crap, this can hold like nothing. Okay. And this is gonna be 4,550. Okay. Alright, that is super disappointing. We're just gonna grab some holminite. Doesn't need to be that much. Okay. There we go. So this number is of course going to be 3,000, I guess, and this one is going to be, I don't know, 500. Okay, same over here. 3,000, we're going to say 500. Okay, all right. And then what we're going to do, we actually need one more decider. So then we're going to hook up the output of these two to the input of this one. And we're going to say if green is exactly equal to 2, so we're low and we have enough in the rocket silo, then we're going to output one green signal. And we're actually going to do the exact same thing over here. There's our wire. So output of these two is the input of this one. And then we're going to have one more over here that is going to say, and where is this? Okay, this one is going to be the input of these two green ones, and it's going to be green is exactly greater than or equal to 1. We're going to output one green signal, and this should be green now. Okay, it is. Perfect. And it's only 1 because we have too much cryonite in there, but that's fine. So yeah, I think that is everything on this planet. And we can jump into our rocket silo. We're going to change this to launch on green signal when cargo full. So we want to make sure that the cargo is full coming back, which it probably will be. But yeah, that is everything for this planet. So we're going to change this and we're going to head back. We need to do one more thing, which is connect to this. And there we go. Absolutely beautiful. All right, guys. Well, that is going to be it for this episode. We have successfully gone to another planet, gotten the resources that we needed there, built a very small but functional base. And in the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to work on processing the cryonite into cryonite rods, which we will finally use for our utility science. So in the next 2 episodes, probably we will get to making utility science, and then we will have bots that can have requester chests, which is the goal. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you learned something, and I will see you all in the next episode.